Hello, this is Noah from MakerState, and this is the third TinkerCAD video for the Life in 3D challenge, and we're going to be creating a 3D cat. In this video, we're going to be using the scribble block to create the details and body of the cat. To create the cat's head, we're going to use a sphere as its base. Then we're going to grab a cylinder for its body, which we're going to rotate and resize so it's long and skinny like a cat's body. Once you've found an approximate size, you're going to move it towards the sphere. At this point, resizing the sphere and the cylinder will allow it to look more like one uniform shape. Then we'll introduce the scribble block, which allows us to draw in our own shape. We're going to draw a curvy cat tail. Once you've finished, you're going to click the button Done, which will generate the shape in the work plane. By changing the width and height of our shape, we can drastically change how it looks. We can rotate the shape so it will orient with the cat's body. We're now going to move our scribble cat tail towards the cat and resize it so it aligns and is proportionate with the rest of the body. We're also going to create the cat's legs with scribbles, which we're going to do by creating joints and little paws at the bottom. In the scribbles preview, we can see that it's a little taller than we expected, but if we flip it and rotate it and start to change its height and position, we can tweak it until it's proportionate with the cat's body and looks how we intended. In order to create the other leg, we copy and paste and click and drag the duplicate. In order to create the feet on the other side, we're going to select, copy, and paste the pair of feet, rotate them, and then place them symmetrically across, so the cat's body has all 4 legs. To create the cat's ears, we're going to use a roof, which we're going to resize and drag over to the cat's head and drop into the sphere. We're going to create a duplicate, rotate it 180 degrees, and have a symmetrical pair of ears. We're finally going to group the cat and keep it one color as it's the cat's body. With the cat's base body, we're able to create the other features such as the eyes, mouth, and whiskers. To create the eyes, we're going to use a half sphere and a paraboloid tucked inside of the half sphere, which will be the blacks of the eyes. The paraboloid will be placed in the middle of the half sphere. Then we'll change the half sphere to white and the paraboloid to black. They'll be grouped together and changed to multicolor so there's the white and the black of the eye. By lowering the height of the group, we're able to create a disc, which is more similar to a cartoon eye. If we reshape it, we can flip it and start to move it towards the cat itself. By pushing it in at an angle, we can start to tilt it at different degrees in order to make sure that the cat's eye lies on the surface of the cat's head. We might want to bring the eyes into the sphere so it looks like the eyes are nested in its head, which is slightly more realistic for our not so realistic animated cat. To create the cat nose, we're going to create a roof where we're going to resize quite small and fit in the sphere. We're going to turn it pink and use a scribble to create the cat's mouth. It'll look a little like a mustache. Once it's created, we have to reorient our position. We've changed to a vertical work plane in order to make sure that the mouth will be placed directly on the surface of the sphere below the nose. We do still have to re-drag and reposition these shapes so that they have a little more of our animated effect. To create the whiskers, we're going to use a scribble shape as well. We're going to draw 3 curvy whiskers in, and then hit Done. Since these whiskers are lying flat down, we want to change their vertical position so that they'll be aligned with the cat's face. We're also going to flip them horizontally because that's the direction our cat is currently facing. Once positioned correctly and resized as you'd like, we're going to try to figure out the best way for them to fit into the face, which is most likely coming off of the mouth shape we created. We're going to create a duplicate, which we're going to flip 180 degrees. We'll re-drag those pair of whiskers to the other side and place those as we'd like, and finally group the whole cat. The cat will stay multicolored because the eye group was multicolor as well. This cat is a great demonstration of digitally sculpting with the scribble tool and adding more details to create an animated character. In the next video, we'll create a modular spaceship.